Okay, today we're working on some speaker wires, but I wanted to show you these multifunction wire strippers that the good folks at Kaiweets sent me. So they're very interesting, so let's take a look. So we've got two models here, the KWS 113 and 114, and one is the automatic multifunction wire. Well, I guess both of them are automatic, but there's two different styles here. So take a look here. This one says that it strips 8 to 18 gauge. That's AWG, American wire gauge, and this one strips 24 to 10. Looks like both of them have cutting. You can adjust the pressure, stripping. Looks like this one only has crimping, and this one I do not see crimping on there. And then on your back here, you've got some additional specifications. It's got the different types of wire for this one. Yeah, this one you can cut not only ribbon cable, twist wire, and A wire. And this one, let's see what this says. Just says stranded. This is probably what I'm going to use mostly for automotive use, but it seems that this one would also probably work for some automotive use. And the A wire, we know what twist wire is. The A wire is, I guess, your solid core wire there. So the first one that we're going to try out is this multifunction wire stripper, this KWS 113, and I'm making some little pigtails for this door speaker. This is what I'm used to using, some old-fashioned crimpers, cutters. Here, this is some old Craftsman USA strippers. So we're going to see what the old Kaiweets has to offer. Okay, we'll try this little black wire here. I do not know what the gauge of this wire is, so we're going to guess. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put it there on the second to last one. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. So I've got it here on the, well, let's see now. No, I want to pull the wire opposite. So we want to do it this way. So you want to put your wire in there. You need to make sure that the little device here, okay. So I've got my wire here, and I've got my grabber on the insulation. So what I should be able to do is, I haven't adjusted anything yet, so I should be able to squeeze, and let's see what it does. Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, so since I had the wire pushed all the way through, it was not going to pull completely off of it, but that was effortless, and you could use that as a tie-in spot and solder, or you can just pull this off. Connect or test this little cutter here. So of course that works good. All right, so we're going to try this again. I'm going to put it in here. I want it just to kind of barely grab a hold of that. Let's see if it'll pull it off. Okay. Yep. Well, that worked out pretty good. That's more than you would probably ever want to strip on a wire doing automotive work. Seems like the blades are really sharp. Let's go ahead and test it again. We'll cut it. And as you can see on here, it's got insulated wire, which gets crimped here, and non-insulated, which gets crimped here. So these, we are using an insulated device. Go right here. Press down. And there we go. And extremely tight. Well, I really yanked hard on that. Let's try that again. Okay, we'll put our, let's twist our wire up again. Put it in this little hole. Come on, get in there. Okay. And then we'll go to insulated. I wonder if increasing the crimping pressure would work. Let's try that. Insulated, I'll have it right there where it should be based on that arrow. And we'll just crimp on down. Let's see. Yeah, that's even tighter. See? That's not going anywhere. Okay. So my overall impression of these is it's pretty good. They're inexpensive. I'll leave a link down below where you can see these and purchase them. So are they good enough for professional or heavy duty every day? Not quite sure about that, but they're definitely good for your home do-it-yourself. So I do like these a lot. In fact, I've been hesitant on buying something like this because I wanted something that could do it really quick. But I think once I get the hang of this, which I think I have, these can go. This will speed up my my jobs. Now the next one we're going to look at is this KWS 114 multifunction wire stripper. Now, so let me tell you my thoughts on this one. This one, I'm kind of hesitant, and I'm pretty sure that I will have the same results from this one as I did with this one. This one is actually an off-brand I bought quite a few years ago, and I'm looking at the design, and it's exactly the same except the colors are reversed. Professional manufacturer, it says on there. The rivets, everything is in the exact same spot. Even the little indentions here in where they molded the plastic, everything is exactly the same. In fact, I would get these extremely confused if it wasn't for the brand that was here. So this one, no go. Did not like that. But we're going to give this another shot. Maybe there's some improvements I don't see, so let's take a look. All right, the first thing we need to realize, there's no crimper on this. So we can forget about that, but there is a cutter right here. So let's we'll test that out real quick. And it does cut. It is harder to cut, so not quite as sharp as the other one, but it works. And then this one is supposedly automatic. So the way that you do is you just stick this in here, and I think somehow it's supposed to figure out the wire thickness and pull it off. So let's see. Well, it actually worked. Okay. We'll cut it again. All right. The Kaiweets may prove me wrong. All right, and this little thing right here you can adjust. So if you don't want it to cut that big of a spot, you can move this up. So we don't want to do that. So let's put this right here because we only want to grab a hold to a little bit. So we're going to take this. I'm going to stick it right here because I only want to pull that much off. So let's see what happens. Well, and it did it? No, it didn't take any wire off either. That's actually pretty cool. So, okay, so if this keeps working like this, I mean, this does look like some cheap parts right here that may not last. But if it keeps working like this, then this might be a little bit quicker than the other one. So let's try it again. Wow, that is quicker. So the benefit of this versus the other Kaiweets is that this one you have to choose your gauge size. I put this back in the package right here. This one you do not have to. You just aim and you just stick it in there and pull. There you go. Huh. You know, just all right. So that is a smaller gauge wire, probably 18-ish. Let's go up to a 16 gauge wire and see what it does. Okay. All right, so here is where I had the problem in the past. So if you, it's going to be hard to see. Let's take a look here. Okay. You can see on here where it actually cuts some of the strands. I know it's hard. Focus, 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 focus. But it cuts some of the strands right here. Sorry if you can't see that. All right, again, we're going to check it again. It's around a 16 gauge wire. Stick it in there, pull. Okay, it did cut a strand. I see one here that's cut. Oh, nope, here's a bunch of them actually over here. Right up in here. So the problem might be I have it too tight, so I'm going to loosen. Oh, nope. Let's see. Well, actually, it was all the way on the loosest. If lefty loosey and righty tighty. Let's see if I see any adjustment on here. Hold on. Okay, on this model, it does not say to turn it clockwise or counterclockwise to loosen it or tighten it. So we're just going to have to test it. Okay, if I tighten this, and then let me cut it here and see if I can makes any difference. Not really. It's still cutting little strands in there. So this larger 16 gauge wire, that's a fail on that one. I'm going to go back to loosening it, and let's do my 18 gauge wire again. Now see, this 18 gauge wire is clean, real clean. Did not cut any strands. Now I tried off camera loosening this, many different adjustment sessions to get it to cut the 16 gauge wire without cutting any of the strands, and I could not get it to work. So my final thoughts on these are I would get this one, even though I mean this cuts the smaller gauge wire very quickly, just boom, boom, boom. It seems like you can be a little quicker. The problem is I'm not so sure how long that little dowel thing there is going to last, and it's already on any thicker gauge wire cutting strands, and you never want that because that screws your conductivity up. So I would have to have multiple strippers if I do that. This one, see, oh, by the way, you didn't see me. I did test that on the thicker gauge wire and it worked great. So I like this one. If I was going to buy either one of these, I would buy this one. This one seems like decent quality for the price and is great for a DIYer like myself. So I'm going to continue to work on that Jeep Comanche right there and put me a stereo system in it, and I will use this Kaiweets stripper to do so. So hopefully this helps y'all make an informed buying decision. Y'all have a great day. And as usual, I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can purchase these.